Hi, this is Miss Cindy. Want to wish everybody a happy new year. This is a video that I wasn't going to record, but I thought maybe I better record it in case it works. What I have here is a do-over canvas. In other words, I did a pour on it, but I had water and silicone in the pour. And I did not like the way it came out. Actually, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. But this was such a big canvas that I was just going to throw it away. So I decided instead of painting it, because if I just put white paint or black paint over this, is what I usually do when I do a do-over, sometimes it's so heavy it cracks. So it didn't even make sense to even attempt it. So my brother gave me an idea. He said, why don't you just pumice gel it and see if that works? So this way the cracks will not go any further and I may be able to paint over it. So this is just a test to see if I can redo a canvas but use the fine pumice gel. So, and this is the first time I didn't use the little knife or a brush to put it on. I just slap some on and I use my fingers and I just make sure I cover the whole canvas. So we're going to let this dry. We're going to see if it works. Like I said, I wasn't planning on recording this, but I decided maybe I should in case this works and you have a canvas that you want to redo. And the only reason why I didn't use the acrylic paint, because I have redone canvases multiple times, is because I had oil, I had the silicone oil, and I had water in the mixture for the project that I was doing. And it didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. So anyway, I'll be back. We're going to let this dry, and let's see if it looks like it's going to cover some of the cracks that I had in here, or if this is actually going to hold. I may have to do a second coat and then paint over it, but we'll see. Okay, so that first layer of fine gel, it has dried thoroughly. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to show you a spot. Those are the cracks that I was concerned about when I did the first painting on this canvas. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to put a second coat on. And let's see what happens. This dried pretty good. It did go over the cracks, but I'm just going to do it one more time. If nothing, it just gives it a little bit of texture. And I've also decided I'm going to do a pour on it when it completely dry. I think the pour will cover everything, even the imperfections. It'll cover the gel, because the gel is not flat. I did it like in swirls. So when I get to that part, I will show you. But in the meantime, I've never put gel on like this. I've always used the brush or the little knife. But I wanted to do it this way because this already had texture from the paint. And I wanted to make sure that I got it all. And all I did was just swirl my hands in it. Get a little more. And just make sure I cover all of this painting. I like the gel because you can do the little swirls in it even if you use a brush. And the coarse, I know the swirls come out. Sometimes with the fine, it doesn't come out. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this canvas. And when this dries, I'll probably come back and do the pour. Okay, so my 2 layers of the fine gel has dried. It looks like it covered the cracks on the original paint. I don't know. But I'm just going to do a quick pour on here. I'm going to use the strainer. And I'm going to use the strainer because I think this way the paint will spread out. On the tilt, I don't want to do a whole lot of tilting. Tilting is not my forte. And to be honest with you, I don't particularly care for tilting. I like the blow dryer. I like the balloon. Tilting is very messy for me. I'm going to try to record it. If it gets in the way of the camera, I probably will stop. But we're going to see what happens. Basically, I'm not trying to do anything in particular. I'm just trying to see if I can reuse this canvas covering the original painting that had silicone oil and water in it and use it again. So basically, that's all I'm trying to do, is see if I can reuse canvases. I have never reused a canvas where I used the silicone oil. Usually if it was a mess, it just went right in the garbage. So let's see what happens. I'm getting all my paints ready. And I'm going to use a blue, a purple, an aqua, a silver, a gold, and a pink metallic. Okay, let's see how this works. Again, if the tilting gets to the point where I'm not comfortable with the camera here, I will probably turn it off and then come back. I already did my base with black acrylic paint and Flotro, 1 part, 1 part. That means there's paint stuck in there. There we go. I'm not worrying if it comes out too dark. I'm just trying to get paint to fill this whole canvas. This is my mixture of Flotro and the black acrylic. I want this to run all the way around the canvas. I'm just going to put a little bit more of this. There you go. I may even get a little creative and use my popsicle stick and draw some lines in there. I think I'm going to top this off with a little bit of white. I don't know what that's going to do. Right now, I'm not worried about the colors mixing. I'm just trying to see if I can use this canvas again. Okay. So that's pretty much all I'm going to put on here. Letting it go down, let it sink down a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm playing around with this anyway, so I might as well just go for it. Because when it comes to me tilting, it doesn't matter what I do. This paint and Flocho does what it wants to do. Okay. Most of it's almost out of there. Okay. I'm popping the little air bubbles, and like I said, I'm just playing. So I'm just going to go ahead and just play with these before I tilt. As you notice, I'll do anything to keep from tilting. Because it looks so pretty, but it's going to be something else. Like I said, I don't know if you can see me tilting. Try not to go too fast. And this is going to take a while, so I'm going to probably cut away and come back. I'm going to lose the flower. I already know that. Okay. Anyway, I will be back when I finish tilting. Okay, so the pour is finished. Like I said, this was nothing that I was trying to make pretty or anything. I was just trying to see if I could reuse that canvas. Anyway, it's done, but it looked really plain. That little white section I had in the middle ended up all the way down here. So I just took my comb and I ran my comb through it to try to give it a little design. And in doing so, it brought out some of the black that was in my base. And that, I don't know, to me that just made it look a little bit better because I didn't use any black in the colors. All I used was the black in the base. So yeah, I'm just swirling around. Just see if I can get some more design in here because I don't know what this is going to dry like. And I love the comb pour. This is a pretty easy pour to do also. Just to, just give some character to a painting. Okay, so far it has covered the entire canvas, but we need to see how it's going to dry. That's my concern, to see how it's going to dry. I'll be back. Well, this is dried, and it actually looked like it worked. I can even see some of the swirls from the gel in here. Let me see if I can show you. If you look at it at a glance, like over here, you can actually see some of the swirls that I did with the gel. So, that's a good thing for me to know, because sometimes I work on canvases and I don't like the way they come out, and canvases are too expensive to just keep throwing away. So I found the trick with letting it dry real good and just painting over it with acrylic paint. But then if I do something with water or the silicone oil and it doesn't come out that good, I usually throw it away. I think I've thrown away 2 of them so far, and 2 nice sized canvases. So I didn't want to throw this away. Like I said, I discussed it with my brother, and he said, just try putting the gel over what you did and see if you can paint over it. And it worked. So you can do this. There's no cracks in here. I see some of the swirls from the gel in here. So this was just an experiment to see if you can actually gel an entire canvas after you use different mediums and reuse it. And the answer is yes. Anyway, subscribe if you get a chance, and have a great day.